All right, Shalom, Kwame Ashala, Kwame Ashala. All praises, glory, and honor due unto Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakah HaChodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone of GMS that do rule and that do teach well and that have taught me this truth. To you I say Shalom, and Shalom unto the hopeful elect. All right, so I just have one article to share with you guys today. Link will be in the description. It's from Russia Today. It says J.P. Morgan sounds U.S. recession alarm. President Donald Trump's trade policies could undermine the country's economic growth, according to the investment bank, which we're already in a recession. Well, the U.S. is already in a recession, and Canada too. Canada's going to get there eventually. Eventually, Canada will fall, but the U.S. is already in a recession, whether you believe it or not. Remember, they manipulate the numbers and they lie with statistics. They're telling you that the economy is okay, and they give you these little statistics here and there in the news. You know, that's all just a lie. It's all a cover-up. It's all a scam to keep you guys appeased so you guys don't panic. But what does a recession mean, man? You know, what does recession mean? You know, recession just means going back or going backwards, a withdrawing of some sort. And when you apply it to economics, it just means a temporary decline in economic activity. And that's what we're seeing take place in the United States with all these tariffs and these taxes that Donald Trump is bringing forth. It's declining. It's bringing forth a temporary decline in economic activity, and eventually that's going to turn into a depression. Right? That's not good. You know, when a depression happens, that's when the United States will implode on itself. You know what implode means? It just means there's going to be a violent inward collapse. You know what that means? That just simply means an economic collapse. Okay, America is going to fall from the inside out. And that's going to bring forth a financial collapse, man. That is not good for you people in the world, but it's good for us that are in the know. Yeah, that's good for Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, and the saints and the hopeful elect. That's a good thing. Because you know, when America falls, when the so-called white man falls, that means Yahushai is going to come back and establish the kingdom of heaven. Daniel 7:18, the saints of the Most High will take the kingdom. 2nd Ezra 6:9. I always quote these two precepts, man. For Esau is the end of the world, Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. That's right, and we're at your end. And when you end, it's our beginning. And it's going to be an everlasting kingdom. So looking at all of this, this is good. This is good. I'm glad that you know, this country is not looking like a good place to invest in anymore. I'm glad. But when you go into this article, it's really just talking about how they're just applying balm to Babylon's pains, man, pursuing to Jeremiah the 51st chapter. And that balm is just a temporary fix. And really, it's like putting a Band-Aid on a gunshot wound. It's not really going to do anything. And that's how it's looking. You know, all these tariffs that Donald Trump is bringing forth, it's really going to damage America in the long run, because now he's making America an enemy to these other nations. And that just simply goes back to Revelation chapter, I think it's 17 and 16, how the beast and the 10 horns shall hate the whore. And then they're going to burn her with fire, because that's what it's going to lead to, thermonuclear destruction. And this also is going to bring forth the MOTB, Revelation chapter 13 and 16 on down. That's what they're getting you people ready for. Anyways, it says here, U.S. President Donald Trump's trade policies could dent the country's economic growth and raise the risk of a recession this year, J.P. Morgan has warned. The investment bank's chief global economist, Bruce Kasman, told reporters in Singapore on Wednesday there is about a 40% chance of a U.S. recession in 2025. He cautioned that if Trump's proposed reciprocal tariffs on key trading partners take effect in April, the risk could rise further and hurt the country's appeal as a place for investment. Yeah, it's true. Place for investment. This place is no longer a good place to invest in anymore. But got a precept here. It says here, this is Revelation chapter 17 and 2, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. True, and the kings of the earth is going into these different countries, and their different leaders doing business with Babylon, or America, the whore. And they have done business, and they've been very successful. Right, they've been very successful because this is the place to be at. This is the place where you can come here and make a lot of money and make millions of dollars and be wicked at the same time. You can prosper being very wicked. You can't go to any other country in the world and prosper the way you do when you're here in America, man. That's why these nations love it. And going back to that American dollar, the almighty American dollar, the American dollar is at the top. And that's what people do. They come here to make the shekels, to do business, and to get very, very rich and powerful. So it says, have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. Also, the wine of her fornication is going into the philosophies, because America pushes all the philosophies of the ancient kingdoms that ruled before them. The top ancient kingdoms going into Babylon, Persia, Greece, Rome, even Egypt, man. And that's what they're pushing out here, that wine. And these other nations, they have drunken the wine. That's why they want to be just like America. That's why they come to this place. They're like, we got to do this the American way. So, that's spiritual, and that's also physical too, But the wine is really more of a spiritual thing, because it's going into the wickedness on the left-hand side. But, yeah, man, these countries, man, they emulate America and its wickedness. So, for example, man, in order for you to do business with America, you have to push gay rights, right? You have to push gay rights, or you have to push feminism. You have to go against your ancient customs that you believe in. And if you don't buy into what America says, they just put sanctions on you, and they destroy your economy and demonize you, man, and then kill you. That's what they do. Verse 3, so he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns, going into NATO and the EU, the beast, okay? All right, so NATO and the EU. Canada is a part of the beast, by the way. They're one of the 12 founding members that come out of NATO, man. Back in 1949, when NATO was created, I believe. But yes, they're one of the founding members, first founding members. Okay, verse 4. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. Yeah, and she's dressed up, she's decked out, she looked good. And that's why America wants to come. No, not America. All these other nations want to come to America, because America looks so good, man. America is very alluring. It's the place to be at. They have everything. They have a big landmass. They have a strong military. They have a strong, so-called strong economy, right? Especially in the very beginning. People can come here and make money. This is the promised land, man. The land of milk and honey. This is where dreams come alive, man. Right? So this place is very alluring. People want to come here. Verse 5, and upon her forehead. Yeah, that's right. And this is how, you notice, she's not dressed modestly, because a whore doesn't dress modestly. She's decked out for a reason. It's to grab your attention so you can sleep with her. That's why she's dressed in the purple garments, decked out in gold and precious stones. That's how a whore dresses, man. That's not how a modest woman dresses. This is how a whore dresses, and it grabs your attention so you can work with her, so you can sleep with her, right? So keep that in mind. It's symbolic. Anyways, verse 5, and upon her forehead was name written, Mystery Babylon, the great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. That's right, a dirty bitch, a whore. And you can get also Nahum chapter 3 and 4, because it calls America the well-favored harlot, even though it's going into Nineveh. But the woman, aka America, is also Nineveh today. Is Nineveh in the spirit as well. Well-favored harlot, mistress of witchcrafts, because that's what this place is all about too, witchcraft. That's why they're so successful. And that also goes into the wine of her fornication, man, because that's really witchcraft, man. Sorcery and wickedness. And this is all sorcery. All this statistics, them lying with statistics, this is all sorcery, man. Lying to you, telling you things are going to get better. Because you see that in the mainstream news. They tell you that, oh, things are going to get better. You know, oh, it's going to go up 2% there, 2%. There's more jobs. No, man, it's getting worse. Why are prices going up still? Why are things less affordable? You know, so it's not getting better. You know, that's just to appease you dumbasses out here, man. All right, so let me move on here. Yeah, so it says, where we stand now is with a heightened concern about the U.S. economy, Kasman said, adding he had not yet adjusted any of his forecasts. At the start of the year, Kasman initially estimated a 30% recession risk, but this has since risen to 40% and could exceed 50% if tariffs take full effect, he said. J.P. Morgan currently forecasts the U.S. economy to grow by 2% for 2025, but the projection has yet to be revised. Economists at Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley have lowered their growth projections to 1.7% and to 1.5% respectively for this year. That's not good. That's not good. So that's going into a recession, man, a withdrawal. You know, going backwards. That's not good. You're supposed to go forward. The great America is supposed to go forward. But that's prophesied that you're going to fall. And also it shows that you're laden with heavy debts. You know, that's what you get for spending all that money and, you know, increasing the spending. And Trump can't do anything about it because he inherited a bad deficit from Joe Biden. And now he wants to pass a bill to increase the spending to $4 trillion, I believe. So that's that, man. That's lading yourself with thick clay, man. And that's going to cause you to go into depression, man. You're just printing money out of thin air, man. That's not a good thing. That's bad. So this is Habakkuk chapter 2. Actually, no. Let's read verse 5 here. It says, yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, the philosophies, witchcraft. He is a proud man, very proud. And Trump is proud as fuck. And that same vibe is on the American people. Same vibe is on the whore. Very proud. Very proud. You see how he talked down to Zelensky on live television in the Oval Office or in the White House. Right? He's talking shit, man. And looking down at him, calling him little man. Just say thank you. Be more thankful for what we've done for you. Anyways, it says, neither keepeth at home. That's right. They're never at home. Really, their home is Mount Seir, you Edomites, you so-called white people, man. You never keep it at home. You belong in Mount Seir, you belong in Petra, you belong in the caves. But you're not there. You're in everybody else's land, tearing shit up and being wicked. Who enlargeth his desire as hell. Yeah, doesn't America have an embassy and a military base military bases all over the world and in these different countries? You know, if a military base is in your country, a foreign military base is in your country, that means you're occupied, man. They're taking you over. Doesn't America do that? Hell yeah. So he's a damn demon, man. Damn devils, man. Who enlargeth his desire as hell. That's right. Enlarges his desire as hell and is as death. That's right. He can't be satisfied, man. He just takes and takes and takes and takes. And then while he's doing that, he brings death, man. He destroys the land. He destroys the minds of the people. And then he kills people on top of that. It's just death, man. and cannot be satisfied. Yep, cannot be satisfied. Cannot be satisfied. Hey, doesn't that go back to Obadiah? Yeah, man. Obadiah. Obadiah, where is his grapes? Where does it say here? Here we go. This is Obadiah chapter 1 verse 4. Though thou exalt thyself as an eagle, that's right, he's very proud, going into that pride. You know, the eagle is an apex predator. It's the top bird on the planet Earth, right? And that's what they do. That's why their emblem is the eagle. Thou exalt thyself as an eagle. That's right, you're proud like an eagle. You're very strong too, but you're very proud. And though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. And you've done that. You set your nest among the stars. You know, you went into the heavens and you set up a space station. You so-called went to the moon, right? Verse 5, here's the point. If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? You know, because a thief, you know, they just snatch and grab and then they leave. But this guy, he'll come into your home, steal everything, and then stay in your home. That's this devil. Hey, that's what happened to Gad, man. The tribe of Gad. You know, he'll come in your home, kill you, take your shit, and then stay there and say that he now owns the home. Yeah, man, but they can't have enough, these devils, man. They'll keep stealing and stealing and stealing and stealing. If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? No, they won't. They'll take everything. They'll pick every grape off that vine. Salaki, I said grain, I meant grape. You know, they'll pick that vine bare, but you're not supposed to do that, right? You're supposed to leave a portion back, so it can regenerate. But they'll pick every grape off the vine, man. That's how greedy these devils are. You know, so yeah, man. Maybe I'll come back to verse 7, but still. Anyways, I'm going to go back, Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 5. It says, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. And that's right, and that's the spirit of America. You know, it's a melting pot. Right? And that's what this devil does. He likes people being under him, gathering all nations, all people under him. But you know, the thing is, he always has to be in charge. That's this devil. That's this devil. I'm going to read it again. But gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. And you know, he actually rigged that. You know, here it is. He destroyed all these countries' economies, you know, through the American dollar, whether it was directly or indirectly, because that's how it happens, man. And then, you know, these countries' economies, they don't do well. And you know what that causes? It causes their people to leave their country and go to America, like Mexico, for example. I was watching a documentary on soft white underbelly, and it was going into this Issaquahite woman that became an FBI agent. But the first 5 years of her life, she lived in Mexico, and she was explaining how peaceful it was. Mexico was a very good place. There was no crime during that time. Right? I believe this was going back into the 80s. There was no crime. She had a nice little home. She was eating real food. She got the sunlight. She had friends. She was speaking her language. But then, because Mexico's economy was bad, they actually had to immigrate to America. So she moved to Chicago, which it was Cicero. That's I believe the town in Chicago, Cicero. And that was back in the 1980s during that time. And it was a very bad place. It was actually a ghetto. But her parents got work, but it was actually a bad place to live. There were school shootings every day. There was a lot of crime. There was a lot of teen pregnancy. And then she was saying, you know, I never experienced these things in Mexico. When I go back to Mexico, I'm peaceful. But the reason why we came here is because we have to live a better life. And that was all by design, man, by this fucking devil, man. He makes sure that you come here to make money so he can make money off of you. So you can't make money in your homeland to make your people stronger. That's how this devil is. He's a goddamn devil, man. That's why you got to go down. That's why you're going to go into a slavery for 1,000 years. And after 1,000 years, you're going to be burnt up, man. You damn devils, man. But yeah, I just thought I'd share that. So yeah, this is all rigged. Gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. That's so he can build himself up and make himself stronger and make you weaker. Verse 6, shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. That's right, because he's a thief, man. And really, you know, he's a white collar crook too. That's how he does it. That's how he steals from you. He steals with you with a strike of a pen through these different contracts, man. He does it with lawyers and politicians. And he does it in a suit and tie with a smooth shaved face. That's how he steals. He's a white collar crook. Fucking thief. Okay? And then when that doesn't work anymore, he shows his true nature, man. He just goes into your land with a gun or a knife and then just slaughters you, man. And then takes your shit by force. That's what he does. Why do you think... That's why you have NATO in the EU, which is controlled by America. NATO is the military force, right? They're the military, and then the EU is the economic. So you got the blue collar, and then you got the white collar, right? The military being the blue collar crooks, and you got the EU being the white collar crooks, man. That's how they steal your money, and then they go into your land by force with the military. Bunch of damn devils, man. So, anyways, let's move on. Woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. How long? Yeah, how long? And that's the patience in the faith of the saints. How fucking long, man? God damn. Especially you men that are older in the truth, too. You elders, and you just older men that are up in age. You are experiencing a lot of stupidity, too, in your lifetime. Well, how long? You know, here's the faith and the patience of the saints. How long do we got to suffer this? How long? Oh, that's a good question. How long? It kind of reminds me of 2nd Ezra, the 6th chapter, I think. When you go further down into the chapter, I believe when you hit, I believe the 30th to the 40th verse on down, Ezra was questioning the Lord. You know, didn't you make the world for our sakes? Why have these heathens become lords over us, man? Roughly paraphrasing. How long? How long, Lord? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. There you go. And that's the point. You know, going into that thick clay. I bought you in the Hebrew. That's what clay means. It's going into heavy debts. Him printing money out of thin air. Because he's at a deficit. Now he has to increase the spending. So let's print more money out of thin air. That's going to bring forth inflations, and prices are going to go up, and people are going to become more frustrated. Then you're going to go into a recession, then a depression, and then this place will just implode on itself. A financial collapse. And then you know what he's going to do? He's going to bring forth the chip. Because that's the end result, man. Bring forth the chip for complete control, a reset. That's what he wants. But you people, you don't care. You don't care because you're under strong delusions, man. You think everything's going to get better. You believe everything that these devils tell you on the TV, man. You people deserve what you're going to get. You deserve that financial collapse. You deserve to be put to death. You deserve to be burnt by fire. You deserve to get destroyed by Yahweh Shem Yoshai. All you damn people. All you devils, man. And you 2/3 that trust in America, that trust in oppression. Good for you. So this is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 10. And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And for this cause the Most High shall send them strong delusions, that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believed not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. And that's you people, man. Lord's going to send you strong delusions. You're going to think that you're in a good case, man. That's why it says, when peace and during peace and safety, then comes sudden destruction. Right? Victuals shall be made cheap, or good on the earth, man. There shall be victuals. That's in the Apocrypha. Going into those victuals, man. Them provisions that you're receiving. Because right now it looks like, oh, you know, it's not that bad. I can still go to the club. I can shake my fat, funky ass. I can get a BJ. You know, I can get a blowjob and a slice of pizza. Looks good right now. I can go out, I can buy some groceries. That's all just a smoke screen, man. But then, boom, it's going to hit you. that destruction and that collapse, man. Boom. Then what are you going to do? Nothing, man. You know what the saints are going to do? They're going to put their trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Isaiah 33:6. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and the strength of thy salvation. Because they're going to have the word sealed in their mind, and they're going to put their trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and they're going to be delivered, man. But you people out here that don't buy into anything, that don't have any faith, man, that's your ass. You're toast. You're toast. You're toast. All right? Yeah, man. So I just want to, let me bring this out. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 7. Let's just switch it up a bit. Woe is me, woe is me. Who will deliver me in those days? That's right. Who's going to deliver me? That woe, man, that it's talking about. You know, as you see this digital system progresses, man, and it becomes mandatory, these plagues, sorrows, and all these evils will intensify on the earth. What are you going to do? And you people will not be mindful of all the scourges and plagues that you're experiencing, man, or receiving. And you will not think to turn and repent to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And that's going to be your ass, man. That's why let me read verse 18. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars and powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. That's right. But for all these things, it says, all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. This way, you're still not going to repent. Especially you elites, but you little people out here, you're not going to repent, even though you're getting scourged. You know, to scourge someone, it just simply means to whip someone. You know, when you're whipping someone, it's really to get their attention so they can turn back from their hard-headedness, man. And that's why the Lord is sending all these evils on the earth, man. They're really just scourges to grab your attention. Look, you guys are going off. You guys got to pay attention to me, the power of all powers, especially you tribes. But you're not going to be mindful. You're going to be wicked until the very end. And that's why the Lord has to bring thermonuclear destruction, and the angels have to come back and take you out. Isaiah 47:3. I will not meet thee as a man. And that's how Yahushua is coming back. He ain't going to meet you as a man. He's going to meet you as an angelic force, as an angelic power, man. Spiritual powers. Okay? Also read Revelation 19:11 on down, man. That's how the Lord is going to come back. With great strength, angelic strength. That's what you need. Thy people will be willing in the day of thy power. How about that? And the Lord is going to show power, man. Okay, that's why in Revelation 6, it talks about the white horse. Who do you think the white horse is? The white horse is Yahushua, man. And he's coming back on a big chariot. A big so-called black man with a powerful angelic army. He's going to tear shit up. Going to crack them skies. You people are going to look up in the sky with your mouth wide open, your jaw wide open. Oh my God, a big black man. What am I going to do? Because that's what you're really scared of, man. Yeah, big ass black man, all right? Who's pissed off. That's right. People need to hear that, man. Matter of fact, let me get this. Because it says, nor be always mindful of the scourges. That includes you elites too. This is Revelation chapter 9, verse 20. And the rest of the men which were not killed by these plagues, yet repented not of the works of their hands, that they should not worship devils and idols of gold and silver and brass and stone and of wood, which neither can see, nor hear, nor walk, neither repented they of their murders, nor of their sorceries, nor of their fornication, nor of their thefts. You hear that? So these people are not even going to repent until the very end, man. They're still thinking about being wicked. Well, you know, after this destruction, we're going to come out of our bunkers. We're going to reestablish everything. We're going to put everything back in our image. And we're going to rule and rule and rule forever. That's why Psalms 49:11 says their inward thoughts is that their houses shall continue forever. And that's what they really think. They really think they're going to walk off into the sunset after they've done all this wickedness, man. Man, you devils need to go down, man. you need to go down. Sound redundant, right? Let me get this one. So this is Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And that's ultimately what's going to happen. When you no longer can afford certain things, when that UBI kicks in, when that financial collapse kicks in, you know, they're going to come with a solution to fix everything. That's the MOTB. If you want to be functional, you want to live good, you're going to have to take the MOTB. I made countless videos going into this, man. So I don't have to go into detail and explain over and over again. And other elders and apostles and brothers on down, they've made countless videos going into this. You can put 2 and 2 together. And just go read the scriptures for yourself and go study for yourself. So it says, mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. There you go. You're going to become the universal barcode. You are going to become the barcode. And you can't buy or sell if you don't have that mark. You don't pay homage to the beast and the system and the Romanized way of doing things and accepting that charagma. That's it. That's your ass. So anyways, man, that's all I want to go into. Anyways, so with that, I just want to give all praises, glory, and honor due unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakahakodash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone of GMS that do teach well, that do rule well, that have taught me the truth. To you I say shalom, and shalom unto the hopeful elect. Kwam Yashala, blah, blah, blah.